with, brought to you by Species Nutrition. Visit speciesnutrition.com. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, and today's guest is our 2017 Men's Physique overall national champion, all the way from Brooklyn, Akeem Scott. Welcome.
How's it going, guys?
I missed you. I was kicked out of the Nationals. I didn't get a chance to interview you, the overall winner, and so I felt that it was only appropriate we get you on the show. I know you're at work right now. First of all, congratulations on the big win.
Thank you, thank you.
Now, you're a guy who has kind of an unusual, introduction to our bodybuilding world. You started in the world of calisthenics. You were doing push-up, sit-up, pull-up contests. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
How'd you get into doing that? What got you into that that
little
type
workout
of
tournament? I just walked up into it, just like I did bodybuilding. I've seen a couple of fitness guys do it in a local park nearby my neighborhood, and I jumped right in. I seen that it was really challenging on the body, push you to the limits. I love to challenge myself, so I said, why not? And I jumped right into it.
Now, how would those competitions run? Would they see how many push-ups you could do in a certain amount of time, or how did that work?
Yeah, basically, that's basically it. How many repetitions you could possibly do in a minute. You basically do as many reps as you possibly can in pull-up, push-up, dips, squats, and a movement called a muscle-up.
Okay.
And a muscle-up basically going over the pull-up bar, and the winner of whoever do the most in the competition basically wins the tournament.
All right, so in 1 minute, how many push-ups could you do?
I get one clip, I give you at least 120.
Wow, that's 2 per second.
I give you 120, yeah.
Wow. How many sit-ups could you do in a minute?
I could do like 80 to 85.
Oh my God, that's incredible. I'd love to see video of that. That's got to be pretty wacky looking. You have that on your Facebook or Instagram or anywhere like that?
I touch on it every once in a while, but
Yeah.
you should see it on my Facebook.
Okay.
A couple of videos and clips of me doing routines like that.
How many pull-ups could you do in a minute?
I could do at least 45 to
45?
Yeah.
Holy mackerel. That's insane. And how far over the bar do you have to go? Just your chin?
It's your chin over the bar, and the muscle up is basically propelling your whole body over the bar. So
I've seen those. That's amazing. Most people can't do one of those. How many could you do in a minute?
In a minute, I could give you maybe 25. I haven't been touching on them too much lately because of the bodybuilding.
Sure.
They say that it's not really too good for your joints, but it's really good in the sport. So I could still give you maybe 25 to 30.
That's incredible. Let me ask you this question because, you got to be very strong to do that. You're a tall guy. Was that an advantage or disadvantage?
I would say I took it as an advantage because of my structure. I made myself do it and be consistent at it. I believe if you do anything, you tell yourself to be good at it. I don't never pit my height or my height to be a disadvantage in anything. So I always push myself to be good at it. So I do it consistently. So
right. Now with the squats, how would you do it? Air squats? Is that what they measured?
And in the beginning of me working out, I used to do a lot of outside training. So yeah, air squatting would be one of them, or I do things with weight vests or dip belts.
When I'm saying in competition, when you do those squats, how many air squats can you do in a minute?
Easily, 125, 130.
Oh my
easily.
God.
Especially when you're doing so much with the weighted. When you start doing more weighted squatting, it's so much easier to do it just with your own body weight. So it was easy for me to transfer that back over.
Unbelievable. Now, I don't even know how you can move your body that quickly. It must be a sight to see. I can't even envision moving your body that many times in 1 minute up and down. It's crazy.
You definitely got to check out one of the tournaments. It's pretty cool. It's still around.
Now, you were I would have to imagine you were a champion in this calisthenics, these leagues that they had, huh?
Definitely.
Were you ever beaten by anyone?
Have I ever been beaten?
Have you ever been beaten in calisthenics here?
Yes, I'll definitely tell you that. I've been doing that for a couple of years, so I definitely have been beaten, but I give them a run for their money. It's not by you're not going to beat me by much. And there's no weight classes in this calisthenic world as well. So I'm going against guys that maybe 50 to 60 pounds less than me. So it's every man for themselves. Then there's no weight category, so everybody's competing with anybody. So that's the only downside of the calisthenic world.
I'm shocked that they don't have this on TV. I would love to watch this. This sounds super exciting. Like you lose a competition like that, what do you lose by, like one squat rep or one pull up or something like that?
Basically, yeah, it's just somebody moving a little bit faster than you are, and basically that. And then it doesn't matter if they're 20 to 30 pounds less than you. It's
Right.
that person again. So that's the only disadvantage in this sport.
Is there controversy? Like the judges, because I'm sure there's judges who decide whether the rep counts or not. Is it like very close where people start want to get into fights because, hey, that wasn't a rep and he counted it and he shouldn't have counted it? Because I imagine it's very hard to count the reps. They're so fast.
I can't hear you. It's a little bit.
Oh, the reps are done so quickly. It must be hard for the judges to count those reps. Is there a lot of controversy, about whether a rep counted or not, or they missed one, or something like that?
Definitely, there's always controversy with that. Some people may say that some reps should have been counted, some don't. But you take it in good faith that they're counting your numbers and you push on.
Yeah. All right, so let's get back to the men's physique, because you accomplished something fantastic. Not only did you get your pro card at the Nationals, you won the men's overall. How did you make the transition from calisthenics into bodybuilding and working out? Who kind of pushed you into that?
I was told by my coach, you can't do too many reps, because to get rid of the habits of calisthenics is pretty tough. We do routines where you're doing maybe 600 to maybe 500 a day of pull-up, push-ups, and dips. So you're burning a lot of calories.
Sure.
And I was told that you can't be doing that amount of reps, especially with my weight being able to go up and down and my metabolism already being fast.
Right.
I was told to go down a little bit more on calisthenics, do a little bit more tightening up of certain muscle groups, shoulders, small waist. So doing things like that helped. And it was a challenge at the same time.
Did you find that you needed to do a lot less cardio than most people do because you're doing all these calisthenics?
Definitely. People might laugh at how much cardio I have to do compared to others who tell me I have to do maybe an hour and a half. I usually maybe like 25 to 30 minutes,
right,
and be fine.
And you're probably not even winded because you're in such good shape from all the stuff that you've been doing for so long. It's probably a joke for you to do the cardio, right?
I'm sorry, it was a little fuzzy. Can you say that again?
I said it's probably like a joke for you to do 20 minutes of cardio, especially given the fact that you're doing pull-ups for 20 minutes straight. Sitting on a bike and just pedaling is probably almost like a joke for you.
Definitely. Cardio is definitely... I'm starting to take it a little bit more serious now, but definitely so much easier compared to the repetition in calisthenic world.
When you do, let's say you do 1,000 push-ups, okay? How long would it take you to do 1,000 push-ups?
At most, I say 2 hours.
Okay, so that's a long workout. And will you do them in groups of 100? How do you usually break that down?
We usually do a repetition called 50 down. We usually do things like that, or we go 100 down or 60 down, where you basically do 50, 49, 48, till you get to 1, basically.
Right.
And it's pretty strenuous on the body, but as you get better and doing it consistently, it becomes a lot easier than it sounds.
Unbelievable. I'm so impressed. Now, when you started, what was the first men's physique competition that you did?
The first one I ever done by myself was in, I think, Brooklyn Grand Prix. Didn't know much about it, but I just jumped in. I was told about a friend, jump into a tournament. Did really well. I think I came in first on that first tournament.
It's a good
first. Yeah, I came in first, so I was pretty excited. I was a little, felt a little good about that one. But I got big-headed a little bit. I didn't really follow a diet plan, so I was like, you know what? This is going to be easy. It's going to be a walk in the park. Definitely wasn't what I thought it was going to be. But it made me lock into, really understanding what this sport is about and really understanding about, eating well and dieting and dehydrating your body with water and stuff like that.
So how did you meet Tennille, your coach?
I'm sorry?
How did you meet Tennille, your coach?
Oh, I actually met her at the show, and I spoke to her briefly about, me wanting to be a little bit better than I was. And she said, come in. She gave me an assessment, and from then on, I told her what I wanted. I wanted to be the best at this sport, and I'm not there yet, but she still's worked with me, and the journey has still been going.
Were you shocked at how well you did at the Nationals? Because with all those guys there, there were 100. There was probably like 300 guys in the show.
Very shocked. I'm humbled that they picked me to be the overall winner. There's a lot of great guys, great physiques in the tournament. I really was challenged by how hard I had to push my cardio at that time in that peak week, and understanding, your body doesn't feel at its best at those times, but pushing it, I still did a lot of cardio, more than I ever done in my life. And I'm glad the outcome of everything, it really went well to my advantage, and I think
so. Now,
NPC picking me. I'm sorry?
The calisthenic type stuff is very addictive. I know. I was a long distance runner. I know you get a high almost from the aerobic aspect of it. Do you miss that?
Okay. With bodybuilding?
Do you miss the calisthenics now? Because the calisthenics kind of give you like that runner's high, doing all those reps and pushing your body like that. Now it's more of a controlled aggression. You got to train, but then you got to back off and rest. Do you miss the calisthenics?
I'm sorry, I just can't hear that last part.
Did you miss the calisthenics?
Do I miss it? Yes, I do miss it, but I still do a good amount of sets of the work that I've done with the calisthenics, because that's what brought me here. But definitely miss the high repetition, and I didn't eat so much.
Yeah,
I have to eat so much now, and really time everything as far as what I eat during training and after training. So I still love it, but I have a new love now for bodybuilding.
Yeah. When you were doing the calisthenics, what would be a typical meal for you to eat? Were you eating like junk food like McDonald's?
I ate whatever I wanted. There was no diet, and you would never know, because my physique would show I look like I'm ready for a magazine, but
right.
It wasn't what I needed to do.
Right. What's going to be the pro debut? What will be your first pro show you're going to be doing next year?
I'm sorry?
What do you think will be the first pro show that you do in 2018?
I'm not sure yet, but I'm definitely making sure that I do at least 5 shows next year. I really want to make sure I get the game out there. I really want to compete with some of the best physiques in this game, and I'm ready to push it.
Well, Akeem, I want to congratulate you on the big win, the men's physique title at the NPC Nationals. That's a huge title. You're going to go down in the history books with some of the best in the business, and we're going to look forward to seeing you in 2018 tearing up that pro stage.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, and that's going to take us to the end of another episode of Live With, brought to you by Species Nutrition. Visit speciesnutrition.com. I'm Dave Palumbo. We'll see you next time.